We actually made it into the new year. Figured I'd go ahead and just give the mundane overview for the week from the USA's birth chart to the radix transit. Pull my calendar. So Sunday the 3rd, which is today, we're going to be ingressing from the moon in Libra to Scorpio, which will obviously be conjunct with Mars at some point. I think that's going to be the following day. So we have Venus semi-square Chiron with a quincunx with Jupiter. So Venus representing the material goods or collective relations with the people. Chiron's our Achilles heel, and Jupiter's supposed to be the successor of the greater whole. It could also represent religious institutions, travel, education. So this Venus semi-square Chiron, it says it's time to say goodbye to painful associations. Opportunities exist for more positive relationships that support and sustain you. It'll be giving you a reality check about some relationships and some people that may be holding you back. We have a sun opposition with the natal sun, and so it says stress and tension. On the 5th, we have quite a few things. The moon semi-square the sun, Venus square Neptune, Mercury square Mars, and that's the day it's going to be going retrograde. Sun conjunct Pluto, Venus trine the true node, and Sun square Saturn. So those translate to, if the sun would represent Obama or the executive head, and the moon represents the people, you may experience some conflict with the people if they feel threatened by changes they see taking place, which is completely relevant with the executive orders that he's been abusing. The Venus square Neptune, it says try to avoid life-changing decisions as you're quite impressionable right now. Instead, watch an inspirational film or visit an art gallery. Please just turn off your TV at least, because apparently MTV and all that shit is really getting to people's heads. So the fact that you're very impressionable right now, we have this retrograde with Mercury, and Obama is completely in his element to embrace the Black Moon Lilith in Libra with corruption. It doesn't look like a very good week, or at least the rest of the month, for the people. And if that's the kind of theme that we're already setting the first week and a half into January, there is a good potential that by the 3rd week of January he might actually push this gun legislation a little bit further. So then we have the Mercury square Mars, and it says impulsive reactions, fast-paced trouble, problems and irritations, mechanical breakdowns, arguments and conflicts. So with this Mercury retrograde being in Aquarius and it's squaring Mars, a lot of vehicular mechanical errors will happen where things will suddenly die. I would assume that's something to do with heat or ventilation, so heaters might go out actually in people's houses now that I think about it. There might be some sort of issues with actual wattage or power, and specifically there might just be issues with people having their coolants or their heaters in their vehicles as well, since it's winter and it's pretty aggressive, especially in the Pacific Northwest. And Aquarius is definitely known for sudden random dramas and squaring Mars, especially while it's in Scorpio. That's just the recipe for being stuck in bumfuck nowhere, and cell phone probably wouldn't work and your car just totally shat out on you. Anyway, so Sun conjunct Pluto, it says your biological urges are powerful right now. Enjoy the feelings, learn from them, and trust that all is in order. I'm just going to say I wouldn't go with that one if I were you, especially with that one where it said don't make any life-changing decisions. But don't just allow some horrible train wreck thing to unfold right in front of you either. So we have the Venus trine the true node, and it says you're lucky in love and money matters right now. Make the most of this fortunate time. I would assume maybe that has something to do with maybe FAFSAs that people have been applying for. Could be scholarships. Have the sun square Saturn, so the sun is essentially the head of the executive head, so it's Obama, squaring Saturn, which is the establishment or tradition. So it says steady accomplishment is the way to go. Patiently tackle any obstacles and make those tough decisions. So I would assume it's encouraging Obama to take baby steps to do whatever he wants to do, but he doesn't want to give any more of a reason to be impeached, though, either. And treason, for that matter. I think treason's appropriate. To the 6th, there is a opposition between Venus and Uranus. And remember that Uranus is in full effect now because it's direct since the 26th of December. So Venus, remember, that has to do with the relations of the people, and also has to do with the economy and just the overall material associations with the country. So it says, an exciting creative person or project suddenly comes to light, creating a little tension. Your path is unpredictable. Go with the flow. So Venus also affects relationships or bonding with other people. So when it says an exciting creative person or project suddenly comes into light, that could be a really nice or sarcastic way of saying that some random conflict just comes out of nowhere, completely throws you off guard, freaks you out, and then you run your mouth because Mercury's in retrograde, and that's what happens. And a little tension, I think, is an understatement. And it's saying it's unpredictable, go with the flow. Well, that's going to be the theme for this year as far as I'm concerned anyway. Opposition with Uranus, with Sagittarius. So the 7th, which is Thursday, we have the Sun squaring Uranus. So this is obviously Obama causing all kinds of trauma or hostility or even anger, revolt, because it is Uranus is in Aries. So it says right now you may feel a little restless, but try not to revolt. A little restraint helps you make appropriate changes. So he's feeling a little restless. I think that's because he's been so amped up to figure out how to conspire against the American people since, well, I'm sure it's been on his mind for quite a while, but he went into like full gear as far as I'm concerned when Uranus went direct. And that I think it all started actually, well, astrologically, I would say the full moon that was on Christmas, but since of that whole psychoanalytic projecting thing he's doing, he made that speech on the 17th about how there's no credible threats. Then we look at the 8th, we have Mars semi-square Chiron, Venus conjunct Saturn, Sun sextile Chiron, Mars trine Venus. So Mars semi-square Chiron, that would be causing some sort of deep psychological pain of some kind associated with our Achilles heel. And since Chiron has been essentially attached to Neptune for quite some time, Neptune would be the essence of the liberal progressives and them kind of losing their minds. So this doesn't seem like it's going to be that much of a better week for liberals in general, and they'll probably continue to eat each other alive. So it says, love pain the whole damn thing. Take the time to heal rifts and direct your energy more positively. The rewards will be bountiful. So you should kiss and make up with all your other liberal friends, but I doubt that's going to happen, because until you guys stop this toxic projection thing, you guys are never going to resolve any of this animosity. And again, speaking from experience, I'm telling you, if you just be a little bit more honest with yourself and become a little bit more self-aware and just get over the shame and guilt that you think that is going to be engulfed or, thrown on you because you admit that, you're not perfect and you shouldn't have said that, or maybe your opinion's wrong, you'll get the fuck over it. Or just go drink or smoke some weed until you do get the fuck over it. And then everything will be happy. And you'll quit projecting all this toxic psychic vampire shit. Venus conjunct Saturn. So it says, a pause in your social calendar helps you reassess your friendships and more serious relationships. It could also be detrimental to your social status, and or if you're going to keep friends at all. People might be a little bit more physically hostile than usual. Anyway, so the Sun sextile with Chiron, so Obama is going to be playing into our Achilles heel. He basically pouring salt in the wounds for, I'm assuming, his own agenda. So it says a spiritual awakening is occurring right now. Spiritual awakening, or some sort of subconscious mind control, escapism, or being brainwashed could be another thing. So it says, note your dreams and innermost thoughts. Enjoy a renewed sense of purpose. Yeah, spiritual awakening. I wonder if he's gonna finally come out of the closet and stop pretending to be a Christian and stuff. And because he should say he's an apostate, or he should, stop trying to kid everybody and come out and tell everybody he's Muslim already. Innermost. Note your dreams and innermost thoughts. A renewed sense of purpose. What, to completely annihilate the entire country? Sun sextile Chiron. And then we have Mars trine Venus, which is a physical attraction, is high on your agenda right now. Beauty in all its form appeals. Direct your energies wisely. So, yeah. I guess getting some nookie or something like that, or being laid on Friday might be beneficial for some people. And then for Saturday, we're going to wrap up with Venus conjunct the Ascendant, semi-square Pluto with a quincunx to the Sun. So Venus represents the economy, material, and relations between the people. Ascendant is the overall persona of the country. And Pluto obviously represents transformation, death, annihilation, earthquakes, ends, destruction, that kind of thing. And then obviously the Sun's Obama. So Obama, quincunx, death and destruction and annihilation would be essentially he's either going to be contributing to the deterioration of something, and or he is going to just be a bystander when something is deteriorating that he probably could have intervened on. And then the semi-square with Pluto to the Ascendant would be something about how the entire persona of the country is going to be making a drastic change. And seeing as we're in that retrograde with Mercury, and it is an Aquarius is associated with Uranus, which is not only supposed to be chaos and revolution and everything, but it can be enlightenment or a new kind of higher consciousness or awareness of things. Because people always instantly think of some sort of spiritual dogma with that, but when somebody just something finally clicks, or somebody has a gut feeling, either regardless if it's good or bad, and it finally just sets in and they figure out what that gut feeling's been all about, those kind of things happen as well. Epiphanies, I guess, but I think epiphany sounds too nice for what that aspect is suggesting. And then we end the week with the moon in Capricorn, and then transgressing into Aquarius on Sunday. Yep, it looks like for the following week we have more squares with the Sun and Chiron, so Obama's going to be pouring more salt in the wounds, stemming the fear of the American people. And, hopefully if I'm not completely out of it, I'll do next week's, because I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. If you have any questions or anything, want me to elaborate on something else, or if it's because you didn't understand my smart-ass analogies, comment, whatever.